Go to the courts now. Two more colleagues of Drambi Vandi, attached to the Ajiwe police station in Ajah, Lagos, appeared to testify at the murder trial of 41-year-old Bolanle Raheem at the Lagos High Court sitting at the Tafawa Balewa Square Annex. They were led in evidence by the Attorney General, Muyosori Onigbanjo, who was leading the prosecution. Kemi Foladeyemo has more.
Inspector Sunday Akagu told Justice Ibirunke Harrison that he too, like the defendant, was on patrol that day, but at a different location in the area when he received a distress call from the DPO to return to the station. From there, he and other officers led by the DPO headed to the first hospital where Mrs. Raheem was rushed to, shortly after she was allegedly shot in the chest by ASP Vandi. At Budo Hospital, he says they met the defendant who had been dragged there by angry witnesses of the shooting. He says they asked him what happened, but he replied that they would discuss at the station. According to Inspector Akagu, the DPO then ordered him to take the defendant to the station, and it was on the way that the defendant asked him to give him one ammunition, but he refused. Defense counsel Adetokunbo Dutola asked him which weapon the defendant wanted to put the requested bullet in when he had already been disarmed before getting to the hospital, as claimed, but the witness says he didn't know. The prosecution's seventh witness is Inspector Olagunju Olatunji, who investigated the case before it was transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department at Banti. When asked how he concluded that ASP Vandi was now being suspended, shot the lawyer, he cited three reasons. First, that at the time of the shooting, the deceased sister and husband held the defendant and forced him to go to the hospital with his alleged victim. Second, that the defendant and another officer who were on patrol at the scene of the shooting were armed, but only ASP Vandi's weapon was found to be short of 2 bullets afterwards. And lastly, that he and the other officers, upon getting a report of the shooting, rushed to Budo Hospital and found the defendant hiding under a staircase, wearing a mufti top on his police uniform trousers and still armed. But during his cross-examination, he affirmed that he relied on statements from the police armorer, who takes stock of ammunition provided to personnel, the DPO, the 2 officers who worked on patrol with the defendant, as well as the deceased sister who made the report. Further hearing is fixed for February 8 and 10. Kemi Foladeyemo, TVC News, Lagos.